And good morning, Monday morning, 6:30 a.m. So for a change, uh, as I mentioned, I was going to get up really early, try and be sync with the European markets when crazy times that we're in. It seems like there are opportunities. So I got up at 3, actually 2:30. I was watching the markets, and I had a good trade. So I'm waiting to hit a good one on the Nasdaq. So here's the daily chart of the Nasdaq. You could see this. This was Friday, so the massive drop on Friday. Gap down Sunday night, and we traded down here, and you can see it retraced all the way back up. So we went way down and came back up. So to just show you what that chart looks like a little bit. Here's the gap down Sunday night. So there's your gap. There's your open. There's this high it made, and this was 10 p.m., so I was asleep. But when I woke up, it was It was no, I'm sorry, it was around here. So here's 2:10, 2:30 in the morning. So yeah, I was watching 3:20 here, and here's a bottom. We've had 3 days down, right? We had this bottom put in overnight, and it was sort of tested first time, second time, was tested again, and I saw it peak up here a little bit. So I went long here. This actually took a while. So this bar is 320, 350. So I sat here for about 30 minutes while it did this, and that was sort of annoying. But once I got this leg up here, I felt a lot better. This took a while. Oh, this is 430, 450. And I bought 5 NASDAQ contracts, and I sold them all. Um, got pretty good price on them, 900, 915, 920. So I sold near these little highs here. Um, and then I saw it start to go down again, and I thought, okay, well, this is going to be the range. Here's the tops. So it's going to go right back down. But I didn't short it. I don't like to do 2 trades in a row like that. I think I'm a hero. I can do it. And sure enough, it continued on up higher, and now it's trading and retesting this high. And you can see this is a pretty strong momentum coming out here. So I didn't catch any of this. I just caught this piece here. But that piece there was good for about $27,000. So I caught that little range. So that was that. Now, the other trade I made, which I still have a small position in, was silver. So I bought 8 silver contracts all around the same time. So what I do sometimes is in this situation, everything's been very oversold and they had bounced. Um, some of the markets had bounced better than others. Actually, the Nasdaq, and I just showed you the Nasdaq and the S&P, retesting those lows. So they sort of made this double bottom formation. So, but if you look and you try to sort of compare similar patterns, so here's the copper. Same thing, gap down Sunday, but a much smaller gap down, and then the trade up. But it broke the close, and then it sort of retraced and is pushing higher. So this more looks like this could be a big major bottom for copper, at least for a while, at least for a day. Silver, so look at silver here. It's up 3.75%. Copper is still down on the day. But silver did the same thing. It gapped lower, way down. But when it popped up, it went up a lot higher than copper. Obviously, it went up a lot higher than the stock market. It didn't make a double bottom, but simultaneously, when this bottom is getting put in, I should call it a low. When this low is getting put in, the stock market's making a double bottom. So you can see the relative strength. Incredibly much stronger. If I show you on this daily chart, you can see, you know, um, it went way down, but look, came all the way back up here a lot further. So anyways, I bought silver also, um, just sort of looking for the same timing. but I want to own the strongest market. And so if I look at this, so my trades, I'll look at the trades for the day. So filled, as you can see, I bought 5 NQ to the Nasdaq at 16,659. Then I sold 16,932, 929, 929, 929, and 906. So I gave the other one a little bit more time. So I tried to hang on to one, but it wasn't holding. So 930, 16,930, and 16,906. So yeah, if I show you on here, um, the Nasdaq. So yeah, 930. So I literally got really good price here, and then when it started to come down, I was impatient. I didn't want to give back any profits, so I sold it at 906. So I was like selling them here, sold 4 of them here, and then the last one here. Didn't have to sit through this. Of course, then it took off higher, and I wasn't involved with any of this, but you could see there's some nice momentum this morning. So I mean, this could continue and fill this gap, but I don't think I'm going to chase it, not right now. Um, I like to wait a little while. If after market's made a run like this, I don't want to chase it. It's been doing this for a while. It's been on its way up for a while, so I don't want to chase it right now. Um, but yeah, the silver. Here's what happened with the silver. So same time, about the same time, it had done this, and it started to come up here. 98. So I bought it at this level, 29, I'm sorry, 89, 88, 88. So I bought it right here. This is sort of peek up a little bit. It sort of jiggled around here for a while and then it shot up. But I didn't participate. I sold at 30. I sold on my 8 contracts. I sold 6 of them at 30.11. So I sold out right here, right on this little bar here, right at the top of this little bar. And then I kept 2. And the last 2, well, then it went all the way up here. It came down here, but it didn't hit my stop. I had to stop in at 90. So down here, it barely didn't hit my stop, and it's continued higher. So this is one of those trades where, this is such a major low that may have been put in, and it's chucking higher. So I've just got only 2 contracts, but this is the type of thing that I may try to hang on to for a while, at least for a couple days. That's sort of why I put I sell most of my position, but I put in a couple of these break-even stops because if you get a really good price on something and it's moving in your favor, then I'll try to at least hold part of the position and see if I can get a bigger winner. Could be a big time winner over the longer term. So that's sort of my deal. Um, Anyways, yeah, stock market. Wow, it's got a lot of juice. It's now 640 and it's keeps moving higher and it seems to have pretty good volume on it. So overall, getting up earlier trading with this European Open seems to have benefited me. Market just seems to be trending better early in the morning, and the whole time I was in that position, I was a little nervous at first, but once I got that first push in my direction, it was just very classic. Put in a couple of flag formations, um, you know, these sorts of you can't see well on this chart. Let me just switch down to like this is the S&Ps. It didn't look so great, but yeah, I bought something. Actually, I think I bought like here, and then I had to sit through this. Thought it might retest low. That made me a little nervous, but once we got this going and we started putting some of these flags in, I got out. These flags here, these retracements weren't they were sort of deep, if you know what I mean. I drilled down to like a 2 minute. You can see these retracements here a little. They weren't like these uh, like this one. This is more sideways, so it just looks better. This was sort of a deep retracement, and then it didn't go very far on the new high. That's sort of how it goes. So I saw these 1, 2, 3 pushes up, and just This doesn't look that strong either. This looks strong. This was all we got for follow through, so I sold. I came all the way down here. But look at it, it's shooting up, man. Look at this. So I missing out on all this. The bigger move. But yeah, it's got a lot of momentum right now. But you can see why I don't want to chase it all the way up here. Boy, it's jumping right now. So bonds. Here's the bonds coming down. So anyway, that's bonds. That looks like, based on right now, it looks like that could be a major low that could be put in. But again, I can't chase it up here. That'd be in the way I trade, that'd be suicide. But in terms of the long term, if you wanted to hold something for 2, 3 days and you had a small position, you may have confirmation that a low was put in. It's already showing up on this chart here, this big candle all the way down and came all the way back up. So looks like we've at least put in a temporary low here, and we can trade for the long side. Maybe only for another 12 hours or a day, but ultimately everyone's going to want to see. This is just such a severe sell-off that who knows how far up it can go. So I'm expecting it to sort of figure its way out, and that's sort of also why I had a little bit of confidence to put this trade on this morning, is because I was sort of expecting it to be range bound, and it sort of put in that double and triple low. So, anyways, that's what I'm looking at this morning. So we've banked 27,000 in profit, and we're looking at 4,400 open profit in silver. And fingers crossed, silver will keep going higher. Here's our two positions in silver. Bought at 29.88. Price is up to $30.33 an ounce. So we'll hang on to this and see how it goes. Checking out.